Welcome back to another episode of Can't Make This Shit Up podcast. But it's a little vlog before we even get to that part of the video, okay? We got Daniel setting up back here behind stage. He's about to do a freestyle he said he promised he was gonna do. So before the beat drops, without further ado, let him get into it, y'all.
Damn. Okay.
You're right, man, brother.
Okay. I'm really feeling this beat.
Beat.
I'm really feeling this beat.
Beat.
You know that I'm writing this shit. You know that I'm writing this beat. Hey, I'm writing this beat. You know this shit neat. You know that I'm really keeping this shit clean.
Yup.
Hey, whip it up. Whip it up.
Hey.
Wipe it up, yeah. Hey,
Hey.
wipe it up, yeah, cause I wipe it down. Wipe it up,
Wipe
yeah,
it.
cause I wipe it down.
Wipe
Wipe
it.
it up, yeah, cause I wipe it down. Yeah, wipe
Wipe
it
it.
up, cause I wipe it down. I don't give a
Wipe
fuck,
it.
I'm getting the money. I do
Wipe
this
it.
shit cause I'm doing the funny. Yeah,
Wipe it.
hey, I'm doing the funny.
Wipe it.
What? I don't give a fuck.
Wipe it.
You know I get high.
Wipe it.
We popping these
Wipe
perks.
it.
We getting so fly.
Wipe it.
You know I stay
Wipe
fresh.
it.
The shit on my
Wipe
mind.
it.
You know I stay
Wipe
high.
it.
You know I stay
Wipe
high.
it.
That shit on my mind, you know I
On
stay
my
fly,
mind.
you know I stay fresh, that shit all the time, you know what I do, you know who I is, you know who we is, you know what we do.
Daniel.
Hey, what? Yeah, I
Daniel.
don't give a fuck. Hey, I don't
Daniel.
give a fuck. What? I
Daniel.
don't give a fuck. Yeah.
We don't give a
Hey.
fuck. We be in the club, spoonchy all drunk, looking all dumb. So what? Take a little puff, pass me that blunt, hit a puff of this, take a trip on this, take a little shroom, take some soon. I'll be coming soon. You know I'm Spoon. Yep, on the mic. I got something in my eye, so I'm blink twice. Peace. Let's get back to the pod. Love you. Praise God. Hey. Shit, welcome back to the podcast. Welcome to Can't Make This Shit Up. You saw fucking Danny right there spinning a little flow, getting down, talking about what he was talking about. You know, and I kind of was like, I was thinking to myself, I was like, you know what? Wipe it. I just kept thinking like that. After that little piece of that freestyle use, it had me bobbing. And thinking about it now, I mean, we're probably gonna make a song and shit, right, bud? What are you thinking? We should name it Daniel or something? The song? I'm not sure what he's. I don't know why he's doing
Yes, sir.
that.
We finna do a
I don't know why he
song.
has a little.
We're gonna do a song, and trust, I'm gonna make Spoon do some little freestyles with me on this bitch, cause that shit was pretty sick. You know how we get down on the get down. Hell yeah.
Yeah, fuck yeah, dude. It was a good freestyle. I mean, if you guys like those freestyles, we could always have Daniel do a freestyle for everyone. Or we could have you guys like comment in the section where what you guys want him to freestyle about, and he'll do that. And it'll be just way more fun. But if not, if you guys don't like it, just don't even write nothing, man.
Hey, that shit was just the first one, so like, it wasn't even like, I don't care if you come at me, oh, that shit was ass, that shit was trash. Man, get the fuck out of here.
But look,
I really
man,
don't care.
around here, around these parts, I feel like our viewers are not going to go and say, hey, this guy's trash, They're not going to go and say that about you, bro.
Nah, I know.
But-
I know you guys are not. I love you guys. I
Not
love
gonna
all
talk
our
back.
fans,
Only a hater will hop on and say, oh, let's see what the fuck they're talking about. Because that's what happens, you know what I mean? And then
Yeah.
believe it or not, you'll see like 1,000 views, and out of those 1,000 views, there's at least 100, 200 haters that just go and see what the fuck you're up to, bro.
But you know what they say though? If you ain't got haters, you're not doing nothing right.
I heard if you
know?
got no haters, you ain't a player.
If you got no
I mean,
haters,
sue me.
then you're doing something wrong.
Yeah.
Because when you're doing your own thing, you're balling, and there's people that hate you for just being you. Like what? What I do?
What did I do?
What did I do? What did I do to deserve this hate?
What did
For
hey
real.
talking about that part, I don't know if I mentioned. I think I mentioned to you before that I was telling this fool about how when we first started a pod in Whoop De Woo, right? Our first pod after I set up the first video, I sent it to one of my friends that I thought was my friend, right? Excuse me. And I sent it to him. I was like, and in a good like in good with good intentions, you know, not like, hey fool, whoop de woo, check me out, haha, none of that shit. It was more like, hey fool, check my video out, tell me what you think. That's it. You know what I mean? So what happened was, I'm sure that if he watches this one, he's definitely gonna know who the fuck he is. So hey, look, if the shoe fits, put it on. You know what I mean?
Put it on. Just wear it.
Anyway, so he sends a message. I guess he sent a message accidentally. It's a group message. Sent it to me and somebody else talking about, what do you think about this pod? Spoon sent me this, right? And I'm just like, dog. I was telling you about how I was like, should I take it the wrong way or should I take it the good way?
Oh, yeah.
But
yeah,
no one's going to put LOL, you know what I mean? No one's going to put LOL if they're being like, hey, check this homie out, you know? Like, because I thought about it this way. I was like, either he's talking shit or he's like, hey, fool, check this out. You know what I mean? But I don't no one's going to do that. Like, I feel like LOL is, look at this idiot. But like I tell you, bro, I don't care what people say. It's just, dog, you got caught, and I usually catch people, but it's like, I don't give a fuck. But this one's like, dog, you sent it to the person you were talking about, dog. But anyways, that's besides the point. Let's move forward. People just love the drama. Like, look at you. Everyone's sticking around for the drama right now. Like what are the juicy shit can he talk about? You know?
For real,
what else y'all want to hear about? Put it in the comments right there. Like, hey, talk about whoop-de-woo. Talk about this or talk about that.
Talk about her. Talk about him. Talk about me. Want to talk about me? No, I'm just kidding. I don't really got no drama in my life because I don't care. I don't give a fuck. Once and people are like, it's funny because I be telling people like, and especially girls, man. Girls, like, a lot of y'all out there, I don't know what it is, or like, please tell me like why y'all are so invested in like the signs, you know, like, what's your sign? You know, you're a Capricorn, are you a Taurus? Are you
That's
this?
funny.
Like,
that's so funny.
Cause bro, like, it's so funny, dude, and like you say, it is funny. I'll be telling them at work, they're like, Daniel, what are you? And I'm like, I'm Daniel. I'm just kidding.
You know the funny thing is, you know, look.
Like, I'm Daniel now, but I'm like, I tell them, I'm like, oh, I'm a Scorpio, and then they're like, oh shit, he's a Scorpio, and then they're like, oh, he's toxic, and then
right.
I'm like, nah, bro, like,
here's the funny thing,
literally,
look,
like,
do this.
I'm like, fool, I just, like, yeah, if you were to read, I guess, about, like, you know, my sign, like, a lot of that shit that you read, like, yeah, I am like that, to be honest, fool, and it's true, but, like, in the sense that, like, I'm bringing all of this to you, or like I have all of this, like, either to show you, or, you know, that it's all love, basically, you know, like, I don't hate nobody, I don't, like, the negativity is just, you know, I don't deal with it.
You're the funny thing to talk about signs, because I don't know where I saw this shit a long time ago, and I never tried it, but I always wanted to put it to the test. I seen a video where this guy goes up to people, right, to the girls, and he'll walk up to them. It's like two different ways, right? So the first one I'm explaining is, he walks up to the girl and tells the girl, hey, excuse me, what sign are you? And she'll say Capricorn or whatever. He's like, oh, never mind, can't mess with you. He's like, why? You know, and they get offended. That's one. And the second one is like you said, when a girl's like, hey, what sign are you? And you're like, oh, I'm a Virgo. Yep, yeah, we're not gonna be compatible.
Yeah.
And then you're like, no, I'm not even that. That's part of one. So it branches out to the second part of the second one, and or you tell the girl, when the girl's like, hey, what sign are you? I think we're compatible. They'll tell you beforehand, and you're like, oh, I'm a Pisces.
Yeah.
And she's like, yeah, I can see why. And they start telling you your traits. Yeah, it's because you're nice. I was like, no, I'm actually not. I'm a Capricorn. And you're like, damn. And they're like, oh, and then they'll get like, you know, they get embarrassed type shit. So.
And they're like, oh, what do you mean? And they're like, but you are like this. And they're like, you're like, but I just lied to you. Like,
yeah,
you know,
bullshit.
Just to see, like, yeah, like,
just see them lying and shit.
That's why I'm at. That's why I ask, like, and it's not like I'm not asking like, oh, that it's a bad thing, you know. I just want to know, like, why a lot of girls out there are like, oh, what's your sign, you know, like to me, it's like I don't care about your sign.
I don't believe in
like,
that shit.
It's not like I don't believe in it, but it's like, like, okay, your sign, whatever, you know, it's cool, but like, your sign is not your whole personality.
Right. That don't matter.
You know? Yeah, like, you as a person is,
What
that's your
matters?
personality.
Right.
That's what matters. Yeah, you
I
you
met some
matter.
people.
Like,
Yeah, I met some people that are the same signs as other people.
yeah.
I'm like, this person's
Like,
cool, but she's not cool. Like, so that don't matter.
or like if we met, it's like if we were into that stuff and like when we met, we hung out. It's like, we- whoever, like the group of friends that you were with that introduced me to you, and they were like, oh yeah,
Yeah, this
like
was into astrology or
this
whatever.
was,
the fuck.
yeah.
What is it called?
And
It's
then,
called
like,
astrology, right?
yeah, and
I
like
don't even know.
and like let's say like they told me like, oh yeah, he's like, oh this is his sign, and then I'm like, oh, like, what the fuck, like, oh I don't like you because you're this sign, like,
Yeah, no,
like
no.
you say, like
And we
you
would've
say
liked so
a
many
girl's like,
people,
yeah,
but-
like a girl's like, oh you're that, oh nah, like,
I'm cool.
yeah, we're not compatible, and then you're like, dude, you don't even know me. Just because you think like my personality goes based off what you read
Right.
my sign is, like,
Right, that's not it.
no, like, yeah.
Because here's a funny part. Mind if I indulge in your Vaporowskis? So this one's kind of like popped.
This one's chilling.
Anyway, what I wanted to say was, okay, like Danny was just saying, they go based on like you're a Pisces, I was gonna say Capricorn or whatever, right? Here's the other thing I've noticed too, this year, where when you meet a girl or something, right? You don't know if they're into you or whatever, but you shoot your shot. You gotta shoot it anyway, right? So the thing is, you say, oh, whoop de whoop, make sure. She gives you the number, right? Either she's, oh, get my Instagram or get your number. I try to go for the number because I don't want Instagram to get the Instagram girl's Instagram. It's cool now, bro. To check out the picture, that's cool. But phone, I'd rather have your phone, right? And even then, it's not promised because they can block you on either or. So it doesn't even matter. It's not a promise. But what I noticed, bro, this year is I've talked to so many girls, not so many, but when I say a good handful of them, where it's like they're good looking or whatever the fuck, I'll get the number and shit, right? And I'll start texting them. But literally 2-3 days pass by, bro. We'll say, right, like within a week or 2 weeks, they kind of like all ask me for the Instagram, right? And then when they check out the Instagram, they just like don't even write back. It's like they're going based off my Instagram.
Yeah.
And it's like my Instagram is my Instagram, and I am me. And the fucked up thing for people, right? They don't give themselves a chance to actually get to know me.
Man,
Because
for
how I am
real,
with
bro.
you right now, bro, on camera and off camera, that's how I am. Like, if not, Daniel can be the witness, but he knows I'm like this all day. I'm nice, I'm whoop-de-whoop, I'm cool, right, all that. But people go based on that, bro. Like, I noticed that people go based off if your Instagram looks a certain ways, like what if I had car pictures, money pictures, like flossing type shit, like with that, like I'm not that person, bro. As you can tell, I be dressing like I have good clothes and all that, but I just like to
Bro,
just chill, dog.
Like, let me
But
let me read you something that I literally read this morning. It's from an artist. Shout out to Joey Badass. Watch. I don't know who needs to hear this, but social media is not a real place. Just because you don't see something happening on here, don't mean it ain't happening in real life. People show what they want you to see. It's a stage. Stop putting all your info online, especially if you have a large following. Stop posting your family members with no proper discernment, especially your kids. Cybersecurity is only getting worse. AI is only getting better. Stay safe and protect the loved ones.
what do you feel about that?
And I agree, bro. Like he says, if you have a large following and like that you're still you're still a human being, you're still a person, you still have problems that people could relate to you, and like he says, some people choose to post and show only the good parts of their life, certain moments.
Right, off camera, there's somebody else.
Their victories, whatever it is. But off camera or off social media, at least, around their family, their immediate family, their cousins, whatever, whoop-de-woo, their
Right.
their like their little circle of friends that always see them, like only those people kind of know, like their everyday life, or like if you pull up, like they know, oh, he looks sad, he looks mad. something's
Right,
wrong.
they know you.
You know, like they know you. So it's like social media. You literally could choose what you want to show. You know, if you wanted to show the bad things, the bad moments, what you're going through, you would or you could. But then like, you know,
And then I think a lot of thing. I think that too, where it comes to play, where like people stream 24 hours. That's why people fuck with streamers, bro. I've noticed that shit too. A lot of people like watching streams a lot because they're on 24 hours, bro. They're always showing the good and they're showing the bad.
mm-hmm.
You know.
Yeah.
And imagine we were to show the bad. I'm sure a lot of people relate, but it's like here, everybody's here to watch a good time. No one's here for a bad time, you know what I mean?
No, yeah.
That's why we gotta give them a good time. I'm not saying necessarily we have good times every single day. No, we all have bad days. We're human. We're just like everybody else. We're just here on TV. It's literally on your fucking screen. That's it, dog. And the difference would be a lot of people know you. That's it.
Like obviously,
You
like
know?
yet, you know, like you say, like it's not a bad thing, you know, if someone's trying to tell their story or like, you know, if you're out there and you're struggling or you know you're going through something, you know, like tell somebody or like talk about it, or write it down or something, you know, because if you just keep it in, you know, you keep it like all, you know,
Bottled up.
you get all cooped up inside, you know, you're like, I need to let it out, I need to breathe, I need to do something, you know, like.
Because social media is a new norm now, bro.
Yeah.
Social media is like a diary. You can go on social media and just paste, I feel like crap, hoping for someone to feel pity for you, like hoping for someone to feel bad. The thing is, bro, when people talk like that, like if you're feeling down and bad, bro, and you're hanging out with the homies, you're not gonna be like, yeah, fool, I feel bad, dog. No, yeah, no, dog, the homie, you know, whatever, this happened and that happened. That, if you're telling somebody this and that, bro, because it's because you just want you just want attention. But a real person that's sad, they'll just be down, like, and you have to ask them, hey, like, what's wrong? Nothing. What's wrong, bro? Oh, I'm just sad because, you know, whoop-de-woo. And that's it. But yeah, social media is like the new diary. It's the new normal, bro. Like, people are just going on there just putting people in black. People get caught on, you know, cheating. People get caught clapping cheat. Whatever it may be, dog. People are just doing all sorts of shit. And, well, it is what it is. And it's not going to get any better. You know what I mean? But
I mean, it's not going to get any better unless you get better, you know, like talking it out, doing it, you know, doing whatever it is you do. Just you, being positive, and basically, like, trying to block out the negativity, or just trying to push through and seeing that, you know, like there is, you know, another side to, you know, what you're going through,
on the other side.
then you're chilling, you know, as long as you have that mindset where like I could keep pushing through, you know, there's that light at the end of the tunnel, you know, I see it, or I could feel it, you know, whatever it is,
right,
just keep going, because like you say, you know, like, yeah, everything might be online now, you know, everything might be social media, you know, social media this
right.
and that,
It might
whatever.
be, and then
like,
once it's online forever, you know.
That's what you got to think about, like,
So whatever you post, make sure you post it and know what you're posting.
Yeah, like, and who you're talking to online, you know, like, you don't want to, like, talk to someone and, like you said, don't post your social media, like, don't post your info on social media, you know, don't post, like what is that, you know, even, like you said, too, if you have a large following, use that for good, you know, don't use it to, like, oh, yeah, I'm going to just flex on people and show them, like, oh, yeah, I'm rich as fuck, you know, I do this, I do that, and then especially if you're the type to, like, not brag, but if you're like, oh, you know, trying to show people, like, I came from the hood, I came from the mud, you know, I came from the jets, you know, like, I literally came from the dirt, from nothing, you know, and, like, look where I am now, like, show people how you did it, or, like, you know, you don't gotta show them, like, you don't gotta show them,
What are you laughing about, brother? What is this guy laughing about? What is this guy laughing about? What is this guy laughing about, bro? You good, bro? Oh, this guy's a comedy, dude. He's a comedian, this one, yeah? This one, he just started laughing out of nowhere. What's wrong with this one?
Hey, man,
this one's a crazy guy. Look at him. Look at him.
Man, chill.
What the?
Nah, you fucking got me.
Nah, I was like this. When he was talking, I was in the middle doing this. Oh my god, I got it.
Like, what is this fool doing?
Nah, I had to trip him there. Pinchy bug eyes.
You're like, fool, open your fucking eyes.
Nah.
Can you fucking?
Hey, you said something about
Nah, I didn't.
Nah, you said something about like if the world around, like if you're bad or whatever, like the world getting bad or whatever, right? But if you're positive, this guy's still crying over here. Damn, that's just comedy, isn't it? I don't know.
Well, it's good. You caught me off guard, fool. You fucking.
We'll let him finish. I think he's done there. Yeah, 2 minutes later, dog. You said, I think earlier, you said, if you're positive, you know, even though the world's, you know, kind of shitty around you, whatever. Tyrese Gibson said, change your mind and it'll change your life, right? And he said, if nothing changes, if nothing changes around you, oh, damn, dog. I don't know what. Let me tell you something right now. It would have been a nice moment, right now, if I knew what the fuck I was saying. I had you right for like the first 10 seconds. Yeah, I had you. You're intrigued. You're like, wow. Even your eyes went like this. You know what I'm saying? Nah, but. What the fuck? You're a jackass, dude.
You're fucking stupid.
You're stupid. Oh my god, it's gonna get me sweaty in here.
I'm fucking dead.
Oh my god, it was so good. We had it going, dude. We had it.
Bro,
but definitely Mike Tyson. Nothing Mike Tyson. You see, I'm going somewhere else with this shit. But Tyrese Gibson, bro.
We just started naming all the boxes for Mike Tyson.
Started naming everybody.
Canelo. You know,
oh my god, Mayweather once said, you know, watch out. No, hey. Nah, but Tyrese Gibson said, change your mind if it'll change your life. Something about if nothing changes around you, change it. No, if nothing changes, change the things around. If nothing changes around you, you see, I don't know. I'm gonna get back to you. Watch. As a matter of fact, you want to snap it? Pop it in real quick. Damn, there I'm going. Yep. Still back at it. Still laughing. You can't get over it. You can't move forward with this one, yeah?
Alright.
Oh, man.
Dude,
it's going to be a good one, yeah?
I'm fucking dead, fool. I'm gone, fool.
That's just comedy, bro. You're funny, dude. That's probably the part that we've been laughing the most, but that shit had me crying, too. When you started laughing, I started laughing. It's like laughing's contagious. I can only imagine how many people are going to be laughing at just us laughing. They're not going to hear what the fuck we're even saying. They're just laughing at the laugh. Because that's going to... Oh, I got something else in my eye. What the fuck, dude?
Oh, shit.
You were tipping over on the damn chair.
Alright, I'm good. Fool.
Alright. Hey, we're going to take a commercial break. Imagine. Take a commercial break.
Oh shit, dude.
Sponsored by Spoochie Films.
Dead, fool. I'm so dead right now, bro. Oh my god.
Hey, on my way over here, fool, I was listening to some Snoop Dogg. You ever heard that song, Sexual Eruption?
Yeah.
Remember that song?
Mm-hmm.
So I literally, as soon as that song started playing, right?
Fool.
As soon as that song started playing, damn, I got something in my eyeball, bro.
I'm fucking dead, fool. I was straight fucking dying.
You're coughing up over there, dog.
Oh shit. Yo, I gotta keep this close. I don't want to show off the drip.
Show off. So when I was younger, bro, I was probably like 14, 15, maybe even 13, right? I think I was in 9th grade, bro. And the thing is, I used to live in this like little townhome type shit, right? A small little apartment, por decir, bro. But it was just so narrow, but it was kind of tall. But the tallness didn't do nothing, it just made it look big, but it really not big. Whatever. Long story short, right? And if I go in the back, basically not in my backyard, but if you drive up to the gate, right? There's two rows of condos. We'll say we'll name them condos, little apartments. You can go in the middle, and you can park into your garage, and then you can go inside your house, whatever, or you can go to the gate and walk up inside. And if I go out to my balcony in my room, I can see like whoever goes into my garage parking, right? Or I can see across anywhere, or I can see the street. And hear me out. I'm just setting up the setting for you to what I'm talking about. So across from me, literally, for me, I want to say like 30 feet at most, bro. Right? Maybe 40 feet. I can throw a football at somebody and they'll catch it, type shit. Not even tough.
Yeah.
So a couple for me, 30 feet. There's this girl that lived across the way. And every night she'd open up her windows, bro, and she would just be like dancing, singing. Like her cousins would come over on the weekends, and I mean I'd have no homies when I just first moved in into the pad, right? And her cousin, and I'd be having my blind open, so if I leave my sliding door open, I can see the balcony, I can see their balcony, their window and shit, type of shit, So I'm literally right there like that. And one day I fucking just chilling, and she just keeps like looking at me. I wave, they wave, whoop de whoop, and I finally get the balls to say what's up, and I tell her. One day I realized that her parents are strict because I tried to talk to her, and her parent, like the dad, looked up at me like, okay, I see you talking. So I guess he wanted to go tell her like, hey, don't talk, because she started shutting her window down. She would close that. She wouldn't play no music, and shit like that. And that song, listening to that song, it's like sexually rough because I remember they playing that shit.
Yeah.
And that's the day I got her phone number, right?
Oh, okay.
She was telling me like 511 and whoop de whoop, right? And I was like, okay, I got you. I'm gonna hit you up. And back then, fool, you could only have 100 messages a day. I think or something like that. It was like
That's right.
So anyways, I barely had I didn't even have a cell phone. I think it was my dad's phone or some shit. So I was giving my dad's phone, texting through a little shit. Back in the day, there was buttons on the phones, boys. Buttons. It was 1, 2, 3, and then ABC, right? Or what is it? No, 1, 2, 3, obviously, and then on one it had ABC, whoop-de-woo, right? So that's how I text the girl, and only had like it was limited. It was barely when Metro came out and all that bullshit. And then limited characters, 300 characters, some shit.
Oh, yeah,
150 characters,
yeah,
stupid. Yeah. So anyways, I get her number and I call her from the house phone. Hey, what's up, And her name was what's up? And she finally tells me her name. I tell her my name. And she's like, hey, well, my parents are not going to be home. Whoop-de-woo this day. Come over. Like, so we can meet type of shit. I'm like, all right, for sure, whoop-de-woo, all right, I'm going to hit you up, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. That same day that we met, my parents had taken off too. They took off for like a party or something, and it was already like 8 or 9 o'clock, and her parents are out of town, and they wouldn't come till like the next day. So they had like an older cousin girl, but she was like chilling downstairs. She didn't care fuck because her boyfriend was down there. He had snuck in because I had watched him in my balcony. I'm out there playing my PSP and shit, bullshit, because I get Wi-Fi, right? Yeah. And I'm like, oh, I didn't know who it was first, but when they went into the garage, you know how the windows in the garage have the top? You can see people walk in there. I was like, oh, it's the same fucking guy just walked up right now, I don't remember the color shirt, but he was wearing a certain color. I'm like, that's that guy, and I'm guessing that's her because she had told me, whoop-de-woo, my cousin taking care of me, whoop-de-woo, whatever. So she's like, come over so I can meet you. So I had my brother's ex-girlfriend was there. She's like, hey, I was telling her, hey, she wants to meet me, and should I go, whatever? She's like, yeah, go. She's like, why don't you kiss her? I'm like, nah, I don't know her like that. And then like my other brother's girl was there too at the time. My sister was there too. But they're downstairs doing like their own girl shit, and they're like, and I was telling them, oh, go for it. And I went, and they all fucking followed me like nosy asses, And I went over there and I said, hey, what's up? My name is Whoop-de-woo. And she's like, what's saying? My name is Whoop-de-woo. And I said, fuck, I'm gonna scam her up, Scam. So I whooped that, I kissed her, and I was like, God damn, and I started to like her. And it was kind of like that was it kind of thing, I texted her here and there. And then like a year or two passed by and they had moved out. And she still had the same number. And then that's when I finally got a cell phone. Mom got me a phone or something like that. I think I was like 15 at the time, or 14. Yeah, like 14. I was 13 when that was happening. So 14, 15, whatever. And I hit her up and I found her on Facebook. I'm like, hey, it's me. La la la, Yeah. The fuck? Like, who? And I'm like, it's me. We used to live right here. Oh, yeah, I remember you. Yeah. She's like, hey, I can't text you. My dad be checking my phone. I'm like, what? She's like, I'm sorry. It's all good. So it was kind of like a fallout like that. And then one day I just text her. I think I was like it could have been maybe months later or something like that, bro. We're good. And months later I text her and it was still her. She's like, hey, my dad still be checking my phone. I'm like, damn. How old are you, motherfucker? Damn. But anyways, yeah, she was like a year younger than me or something like that. But long story short, that song reminded me of her, and it just brought me back in memories. I'm like, damn, I wish I was young again, doing some nasty shit. But yeah, man, it was a good time. I wish I could take you there, man.
Nah, fool, I remember those days.
I'm gonna have to take the pod so they can see what I'm talking about. Just bring back the old memories. Like literally down the block from where I live now.
I be thinking about like, you know, the old days like that, like, you know, your little first crushes or your little first girlfriends here and there. Like, I grew up, you know, like I grew up in like apartments and shit. So like, I kind of like grew up with like
A bunch of bitches.
like, you know, like girls around the apartments and shit, and like you know if you grew up, you know, living in apartments and stuff, like you guys know what I'm talking about when like you're like, oh, you know, your homies come over and you're like, oh yeah, like this cute girl lives over here, or you know, or this cute girl lives over there in that apartment, you know, and then
Right.
and it's apartments, you know, so like it's like a whole community basically.
Right, everybody
you know,
know each
like
other.
people know each other and stuff, and then like you guys know, like there's always like that group of like homies or friends from the apartments, you know. I'm not talking about like school friends or like, you know, like your friends. I'm talking about like your apartment friends, you know, like the people
Everyday
you know,
homies.
yeah, like
So
your
you hang
everyday
out after
homies,
school
you know,
type
like
shit, right?
your everyday homies and your everyday homegirls, you know, and like and
you hook up the
like,
homies
yeah,
with the
like,
homegirl.
yeah, like,
and then
you
they become a friend group.
Yeah, exactly. Like you guys know, like, and then like you like, oh, like, hey, that girl's cute or whatever, you know, and then like, and then the girls, you know, and them, they're like, oh, that guy's cute or whatever, you know, and like
You hook them up.
you guys, you guys make it happen, and then like you say, you
Make
know,
it happen.
that's that
Simple
friend,
attraction.
you make that happen, and then you know that's that friend group, and you guys are locked in like this, like, you know, for
Like
and then like, bro, and then like
we're gonna bleep that part out.
and then
though.
it's like and then it sucks when someone moves away, because then, you know, everyone is like, damn, you know, like,
yeah, breaks the friend,
like,
it breaks the friend group. Like, fool, Sally and
or like not
Billy walked
breaks,
away.
not breaks it, but like I guess it makes the bond even stronger, you know, like, damn.
But it does hurt. It does hurt like a motherfucker.
Yeah,
you
like,
know?
oh hell yeah, if it hurts, like,
Like
but that's why I'm saying, like, it makes
it's
the
worse when
bond
it's just
stronger.
one person that leaves.
Yeah,
You're like, dog.
Cause then you're like,
that's the one that was the funniest. Or that's the one that did this for everybody. Now we don't have that.
And now, and then when the new family comes in, or, you know, like, if they do
If
have
they have
like
a cool person,
if they have a kid or kids that are like around your age, around that time,
then you invite
like,
them.
yeah,
Cool.
like, or like you try to see like if they come out by themselves, or like if they have siblings,
right?
You know, like you kind of like not like watch them, but they come out and you're kind of like, oh, I'm gonna just see how they vibe, you know. And then if you're like, oh, right, like I fuck with what they're doing, or like, or if you're already out with like your group of friends and like they approach you, you know, then
I don't
like,
know if you ever do that, but you kind of test them, like, are they pussies or
yeah,
not?
Yeah.
You gotta make sure a little bit tough, a little bit. You can't be, if they're too little softy, little Juanecito, it's a chingada.
We would do that, like we would. I don't know, like if you ever did that. Comment the strong arm emoji. Yeah, comment the strong arm emoji if you ever like went out with your group of friends from your apartments and you kind of like hung around, I guess, but you were actually like watching the new people
to see testing the waters.
Yeah, like to see if they would approach you and like, oh, you know, you want to hang out, or like let's play or do something.
Let's play naked. Play naked in the tree. Damn. let's play naked in the tree. Did you ever play naked in the tree or not?
I swear, nah, bro.
You never play naked at the love tree?
I swear to you. Okay, like, I mean, maybe this is close for truth or dare. I swear to you, that's probably like the most known game that like a lot of people play with like their apartment friends, like truth or dare, because you're trying to test
making
each
that
other.
shit happen.
Like, and
no.
Like,
but I think the thing is, when you're a kid, bro, the truth or dare part is hey, I don't want to tell her I want to kiss her, so I want to make an excuse to kiss her.
yeah.
You know, that's what it is,
dude,
bro.
I swear a lot of that started if you did go to the same apartments and you guys went to the same school. I'm pretty sure you guys know that it started off in school first, because you're like, oh, that girl goes to my apartment, you know, and I got a crush.
Or she lives down the block from me a little bit.
Yeah,
so let's ride our bikes.
If I make it happen here in school, then, you know, like outside of school in my apartments, you know, like we'll hang out, or, you know, like outside of school, something can happen. And then you're like, you know, you're all hyped up about it.
Did you ever kiss at school or no?
Oh, hell yeah.
Do you remember your first kisses?
Bro, like my
Oh, no.
first kiss, bro. My first kiss. I remember it wasn't. I swear to you, and it's so funny. Like I don't know if a lot of you out there, like, fuck, what is it called? Like, fuck, my bad. Like a vivid memory. You know, like you remember a lot of things from the, past, even when you were like hella young. So I remember my first kiss. It was when I was in.
You're like, it was with Pablito.
Nah,
It was
nah,
Pablito. His mustache grinded against mine.
chill. Nah, bro. I remember. Like, chill. Like, nah,
You're like, no, it was Ricky.
Kick it. Nah, kick it, fool. No, look, fool. It's so funny, cause all right, look. I remember this like so vividly. I was in kindergarten, and I'm not gonna say her name, but we used to play like I'm not ashamed of
Say
this.
her
I don't
name,
care.
fool.
Like I'm not gonna say her name, fool, but like
This guy's saying,
I remember
her name
like,
in
nah,
kindergarten.
like I remember we used to play Power Rangers, alright? And I know you guys folk with Power Rangers.
I was the pink one.
Look. And I know I forgot if it was like I think it was always between like the black Power Ranger, the red one, and the blue one that like the pink ranger always liked, but I'm pretty sure it was like the red one that she always messed with. You know, she was like, oh yeah, like, you know. So I remember like our little group of friends or whatever. You know, we would be like, oh yeah, like we're gonna play Power Rangers or whatever, and like, and we would choose whatever. And I remember like me and that girl would be like, all right, like she's gonna be the pink ranger and I'll be the red ranger, and like we're gonna be, you know, like,
oh, because you liked the red ranger.
Other, you know? Yeah. So
you want her to like you.
Yeah. So and like we would do that, and then I remember like I don't know if you guys remember in like playgrounds, like even in playgrounds in general, like those little like cylinder, like they weren't like tubes, like really long tubes. It was just like a little like, you know, a little small one, and it was made out of like, it almost looked kind of like the clay type of stuff, you know, but it was like cement, you know, like that brick kind of material,
right.
And it was like that that brownish color, like that brick kind of color. I remember we went inside of that little thing, and I remember we kissed in there, and that fool, like,
that's common.
It's so crazy because I remember that shit, fool, and like I say, like I don't know if a lot of y'all have that, like if you remember a lot of things since you were like hella little, but dude, it's so crazy to me that like, you know, a lot of people actually do have that, you know. They're like, oh shit, yeah, you know, like I do remember this, and I was only like,
right,
you know, like 4 years old, you know, 3 years old,
right.
and then it's like, damn, what the fuck, that's crazy.
You know, my first interaction with a girl trying to like have sex and shit, trip out. I dated this girl 1,000 trillion times because she would break up with me, date some other fools, break up with me, date some other fool, break up with me, date some other fool. So I was basically her second option all the time, and my dumbass would take because I thought I liked her, but the truth was there's nobody else in the neighborhood to go with, you know. So I had to go with the best choice in the community. And one day, I think I was like probably 11, and I barely was just coming or something. I barely learned how to come, you know.
I'm dead.
And
you were like, oh,
it was
shit.
like my first couple times beating my shit, you know, whatever the fuck. And I was like, oh my god, this feels good. So now I gotta go try it with the girl. So this one time I had my neighbor. Shout out to my boy Kiko. I don't know where you're at, buddy, but damn, thank you for letting me borrow your bathroom, your room, and other sorts of places.
Yo.
Yeah, he was my neighbor, bro. He was a cool kid, and he had a little brother. He had a mom and shit. And so I would go over and hang out with him. You know, he was my buddy too. So I told him one day, hey, can I come over and hang out with a girl? Yeah, for sure, right? It was this girl, and she comes over, and like I'm just horned up, and she's horned up, but I didn't know she was horny. I was like, hey, let's go to the bathroom. You know, I just whisper it. She's like, for sure. We go in the bathroom, bro. And I close the toilet lid, and I'm sitting down, and I pull my hot dog out. She gets naked, and you know how on the crack of the underneath the door you can see a little bit of light. You know, you kind of hot, like, you know, you kind of see a little bit of shadow. And I saw her naked. I was like, oh shit! So my wiener was getting even harder and shit. I started feeling her boobs and stuff, right? And when I licked her nipple and stuff, since she was wearing a new bra, it tasted like rubber, and it kind of disgusted. She made my wiener not like go hard no more, right? It made me go down. And then I said, fuck it, I'm gonna go down, reach for the vag. I go down there and and then I start touching it. But hear me out. I didn't know where the wiener goes in. So I was just rubbing my wiener on the clit the entire time, talking about I'm having sex. And then hear me out. Here's the craziest part. They had a trash bags, right? And it was a trash can. So I pulled out whatever trash was in the bag. Listen, I pulled out whatever was in the trash bag. I lifted that bag out and I moved it. And there's bags underneath to like refill. So I grabbed one of those bags. I put it on my wiener as a condom because I didn't have it. And at any age, you could buy condoms. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I was scared of going, embarrassed to go as a young ass fool. So I put a bag over my wiener head, talking about I'm gonna get her pregnant. Man, I'm not even close to that thing, dog. Chill. So I just rubbed my thing, and then because I thought I was gonna come.
Yeah.
I didn't know, dog. And dog, long story short, that was my first like little sexual interaction. It didn't even penetrate or nothing.
I'm dead.
The mission abort. Mission abort. It was over with that, bro. I remember that good like yesterday, bro. I'll never forget it. Never forget it, man. Look at you contemplating about life like, damn, I've done some fucked up shit.
Nah, dude, like,
Tell us your first time, dude.
I remember, yeah, my first time, dude, that shit was fucking funny.
Tell us
like,
the age, where were you?
I was in middle school.
Get to the meaty part, though. Like, tell us the meaty part.
Nah, alright. So I was in middle school, and then I remember this girl, I don't remember if it was if it was, like, towards the end of 7th grade or beginning of 8th grade. But I remember, like, and we were just cool, like, I was like, oh, I thought she was cute, whatever, and she was like, oh, yeah, like, he's cute, too, whatever. So I asked her one day, I was like, oh, because it was close to Valentine's Day. I was like, when you're a kid, in middle school, and you're like, oh, I'm going to ask my crush, she wants to be my Valentine's.
Right.
I was like, I was on that little, like, corny shit. I got a little, like, gift.
You're a simp, as they call it nowadays.
Yeah, as they call it nowadays. I guess I was a simp, but I got her, like, some chocolates or whatever. And it was cool, though, because my mom would drop me off in front of my brother's elementary school, right? And from the elementary school, I would walk like 3 or 4 blocks to my middle school. So I would be dropped off right there in front of my brother's elementary school, and then I'd walk. And I think she lived like around that area,
right.
From like within like that elementary school to like our middle school, like that whole area within that area. She lived around there, so
I want to know what happened.
I met up with her, whatever,
Okay.
we went to school. I gave her a gift, and like, as a guy too, you don't expect like, oh, she's gonna get me something or
Right,
whatever.
you're
Like,
saying,
you don't care, yeah. Like, you're like, oh, fuck it, if I fuck with you, here's here's a little gift. So I gave her a little gift, and she gave me one too, and I was like, oh shit, this is cool as fuck. So
Right.
I'm like, all right, like I see the vibes, like she fucks with me, So we went to school, we did the whole Valentine's thing, There was a guy that like kind of like tried to like get at her, whatever. I was like, fuck it.
There's always that one
Bro,
motherfucker, huh?
Dude, I swear, bro. And like, and even like just being friends with her, like at that moment, or like, and then at lunch, I kissed her, and she was like, oh, fuck it.
The next day on the 15th.
Huh?
On the 15th?
No, like the day of Valentine's Day.
Damn.
That day of
that's
Valentine's
pimp
Day,
shit.
yeah.
That's
So that
pimp
day of
shit.
Valentine's Day, at lunch, I kissed her, and she kissed me back, because she's like, oh, like, fuck it, like, that little like thought where you're like, oh, like if you're gonna kiss him back or not.
Right,
So
right,
she kissed
right.
me back, and I'm like, oh, okay. And then yeah, like you said, there's always that one guy trying to ruin that shit, or like trying to get at her.
Right.
But she's like, get the fuck out of
No,
here.
this is my man's.
And then the next day, yeah, like it was a Friday, so I'm like, oh,
Right.
like I'm gonna see if she wants to hang out like after school or something. And then yeah, I asked her at lunch. She's like, yeah, like me and my friends, we're gonna go to the park after school, and we're just gonna hang out, or like we're just
Right.
gonna chill there, whatever. And I was like, okay, so like I was like, is it cool like if I come like with you, like me and you, we go chill, whatever? And she's like, yeah, like she's like, let's go.
Right.
And I was like, all right. So we went to school, whatever. The school day went by, and then after school I met up with her. I went to her class, and then I picked her up from her class, and then we walked to the park. We walked to the park, and bro, I'm telling you, like, and I'm pretty sure like this is like, this is the craziest shit too. So we're in middle school. We go to a park. Obviously, the park bathrooms or whatever. I'm like, because they were smoking.
As anyone would.
They were smoking and shit, and I was like, oh, because I asked her first. I was like, do you smoke or whatever, blah blah blah, and then she's like, oh, like I haven't tried it. She's like, but like I'm down to try it, and I was
Right.
like, okay, whatever. And then I just asked my friend, like, hey, let me get a little bit, like, just for me and her to smoke, you know, just between me and her. He's like, yeah. He gave me like a little fat nug, and I just broke it down into an apple, you know. I don't know if a lot of you know about that, you know, but smoking out of an apple, we did that. And then she's like,
so you guys are in the bathroom or no?
We go to the bathroom after we smoke, and then we're just chilling there, me and her, we're just listening to music and shit, and then like...
In the bathroom?
Yeah, like we were just chilling there.
What the fuck?
Cause like, yeah, like we're at a park and shit, but
right.
like, she was like, oh, like, let's go in there, and like we were just chilling. She's like, away from them, basically, you know. Like, at first I didn't know,
right.
but you know, that's why she was like, hey, like, let's go to the bathroom, and like, and that was funny too, cause like me being the guy, you know, like, you know, people are like, why didn't you make the first move, you know? And it was like, fool, I was high as fuck, you know. And then second of all, like, we were with friends, so I wasn't thinking of like getting at her like right then
but
and
if someone
there.
invited
It was in my mind, but I wasn't like,
right.
I wasn't rushing it, you know, basically. But then she's like, oh, you know,
she was
like,
rushing you, buddy.
Yeah, that's why. She's like, let's go,
Disney,
and I'm like, all right, what the fuck? And then yeah, like you say, at first I was like in the bathroom, like, why the fuck are we just chilling and hear me and you listening to music? But then, you know, we're listening to music, and then she's like, I guess, you know, she was already high as fuck. And I'm like, okay, you know, she was dancing and shit, and like she started grinding on me. And I was like, oh, okay.
This
I was like, I see where this
finally
is going, you know. I was like, I see where this is
alert,
going.
Alert,
yeah.
alert.
Like, you know, alarm's going off. I'm like, oh, shit. I'm like,
titties hanging on, still don't get it.
And then she turns around and she's like, oh, like, she asked me, she was like, oh, like, do you like how I'm dancing on you? And I was like, you know, and I just smiled, and like, I didn't even say nothing. I just brought her close to me. I kissed her. And then, yeah, you know, like...
And the rest is history.
She, you know, yeah, basically, you know, the rest is history.
All
I can say is she was like... all she said was, can I? And then she put her hands on, you know, and she started unzipping. You know,
did her thing, right?
You know, and yeah, like you say, the rest was history. And
that
was my first time. I didn't, you know, like... put it in, but that was my first time, you know, doing anything.
And this is where my story begins.
And that's basically that's where it started. I was like, oh shit. I was like,
that's it.
And you know, and then from then, you know, I was like, all right, you know, and it's true though. Like, I'm not gonna say like, don't listen to what they fucking tell you in school. Like, nah, like, honestly, listen to them. Like, what they tell you in school, I don't know if it's like 6th grade, 7th grade, but whenever they tell you that shit, like, bro, like, I don't care if you're fucking 30, 40, 50, bro. If you're going to hit, you know, you're gonna smash, if you're gonna have sex, take care of yourself, bro. You know? Take care of yourself. Protect yourself.
Hey, protect yourself. Always carry a gun. Imagine.
You're like, hey, protect yourself.
Always carry a shield.
I got a strap, cuz.
Always carrying a riot shield.
You know, nah, fool, don't think like, oh, you know, like...
Fucking word, Jimmy, dude. Don't be like, look, just because I don't have a kid and Danny don't have a kid don't mean you won't get a kid. We just got lucky by being good people and people being good to us. What I'm trying to say is, wear fucking condoms. Don't be a jerk off. Get a girl pregnant and walk away. And if you go out to the grocery store and come back, don't forget the fucking milk, alright? Don't take 2 years and, oh, I brought the milk. No, go get the milk, come back to daddy or to mama, whatever, either or. Anyways, we're going to end the pod with, go get the milk.
Go get the milk.
Danny couldn't stop laughing.
Drink your water. I couldn't stop laughing.
So,
and honestly, I need to go run to the motherfucking bathroom, because I swear, dude, if I fucking stay here for another minute, dude, I'm gonna fucking pee myself.
So I'm gonna end up the pod with, wear condoms. Wear condoms. Danny couldn't stop laughing. Oh fuck, it was just a great time, and we're probably gonna hear him piss as the pod is ending. Hopefully we don't. So until next time, Danny says peace from the Middle East. Spoonchy says see you later, alligator, and a wild crocodile. Peace.